Hello traders, Mark here from DaytradingRoom. Okay, I got a nice little tool for TradeStation that I've been working on. It's still in its beta phase at the moment. Still a few little bugs to iron out, but this is a pretty good, nice tool, and hopefully it'll be get available for ninja guys as well. Okay, so it combats a couple of problems. Now, number one, the first thing is overtrading, especially in this environment. Sort of thing that kills accounts, sort of thing can be stopping you getting where you want to be. Taking those substandard trades that are just undoing loads of good work. So it combats that. I'll show you about that in a second. Secondly, it keeps your eyes on the bigger picture when often we can be very focused. If we're short-term trading, we can be looking at a 1 minute, a 5 minute, whatever it may be, and we're forgetting where we are in the bigger picture. Often that is the case if we're moving from market to market. So you're moving from say crude oil over to the ES, the Dow, whatever it may be. Sometimes you can forget where you are in the bigger picture. That's too easy to do. So it combats that as well. So let's have a look at this tool. Right, so I've jammed in a few charts onto one screen. This works wherever the chart may be on your desktop. If you've got a multi-monitor system, it still works the same. So the idea of this is I've preloaded these tools. At the moment they're called zones receiver and zone sender, and I wanted to build this tool that allows me to do a lot of different things. And the first thing I wanted it to do is I wanted it to show a zone rather than a specific line of support and resistance. So for example, if on your 5 minute chart here, let's maximize this, you thought there was a reasonable level down here at 1945 on the ES, you could put a line in there, but there wasn't the functionality in TradeStation to create a zone when really it's 45 down to 43, or you could say 46 to 44, something like that. I want to have a little bit of a zone there rather than just a flat level. So this does that. This shows you that. And the second thing is I want to be able to look at key levels on a higher time frame, like a daily, for example. Let's say I wanted to highlight this important pullback area down here, but I wanted that to show on my lower time frames. Often I'm drawing stuff and doing analysis on a daily chart on a stock or something, and then I'm watching on a lower time frame, and unless I'm really focused on where we are in the bigger picture, I forget that it's actually pretty key on a lower time frame. So I wanted that to display on my lower time frame charts any analysis I've done from my higher time frame charts, and this is pretty much what I've got. As I say, there's a few little bugs to iron out, but I think we are there. So let's show it working. Example, I think that I like this area here on the S&P. It's at 1948, and I quite want to be aware of that area if we pull back to that intraday next week, okay, because it's the prior day's high. It's an important level for me. So what I do is I've already preloaded these. I go to my format analysis techniques. I go to sender format. This is mail change, but this is just in beta. I just wanted to get it out there and show you what we've got going on at the moment. Where was it? 1948. And I think it's important to know a buck either side, or maybe $2 either side. That's 8 ticks on the S&P, 4 ticks per dollar move. So it's 8 ticks either side, so $2 either side. And I can select that or not, as the case may be, and I'll show you some more examples. I click OK, I click close, and there we are. I've got a nice zone of interest on my daily chart. Rather than just a line, you've got a nice zone of where maybe you want to do business, maybe you don't want to do business, whatever your strategy involves. Even better than that, I've preloaded this. I preloaded the same indicators on the 5 minute. I'm just going to refresh those now, and here you can see on my lower time frames it's showing up on those charts, the higher time frame analysis. So that zone I created up there on a daily is showing up on a 5 minute, and it's printing what time frame that was from. So if I'm really focused, for example, on my 1 minute chart, when I'm watching, and I can see that the market's coming into my daily level of interest without having to look at my daily chart. Very cool, very nice little, very nice tool there. Okay, another thing, let's just show another example. Like I'm on a 5 minute, and again I'm saying, that's a really good level, that 45, but I'm going to call it 44 It is actually 44. Okay, let's stick that on there. So again, I go to my format analysis techniques. I stick on my sender or format. I go to the second one down here. Where were we? 1944. I'm not going to do any range on this one. I just want a solid line, so I don't have to put ticks either side. The colour's going to be red. I'm going to leave it at that. So close. There we are. A nice solid red line at 44, which was Thursday's bounce area. And then so I'm focused on my 1 minute chart. I have to refresh it first so I know what I'm so it all gets up to date. And there we are. On my 5 minute time frame, it's coming up and showing me that 1944 is a key level. And obviously in this example we can see it from the prior day, but if we were going further back and it showed up, we could see exactly what time frame that was from and the importance of it. And we can choose whether we're having a range like that, so it's some sort of zone of interest, or whether it's a really key solid level like that. We can change the colors, do the formatting, whatever it may be. So really nice little tool. This is going to be a really good thing to use. Keep you focused, stop you overtrading. Example to stop you overtrading, you can just draw yourself a big zone on your 60-minute chart on an instrument perhaps you don't normally trade. Do a big zone and say I don't want to be involved in it if it's in that zone. Throw it to all your charts, all your time frames. Then when you're on the 1 minute chart, you can see that it's in a 60-minute flag area that you're not interested in, so you can move on. Or similarly, you're waiting for a specific trade, you want to get involved at a level on a daily chart, so you put your zone in, you send it out to all your lower time frame charts, and then as it's approaching that level, you're immediately reminded and say, hey, that's a big key level from a higher time frame. I need to be careful here. I need to not be doing I need to be doing something different here. I need to be standing back, or I need to be initiating a swing trade, or whatever strategy you've got. So just keeps you focused, keeps you in tune, keeps you out of trouble, and keeps those higher time frame key levels in mind when you're focused and zoomed in on your lower time frames. So as I say, still doing some tweaks and bits and pieces to that, but I just thought I'd get it out there because I'm excited about this. It's a nice little tool for TradeStation. As I say, hopefully we'll get it out for Ninja users as well. Anyway, keep the risk managed, guys. Take care. Back with another video at some point next few weeks.